Most cruise mistakes don't look like mistakes. They look smart. They look prepared. That's why so many people lose luggage, waste money, or start their vacation stressed before day one even begins. I'm going to show you 16 cruise habits that seem harmless, but quietly cause the biggest problems on board. Avoid the buffet blunder. The moment boarding starts, 3,000 hungry people march straight to the buffet. It's loud, it's crowded, it's chaotic. That's where the rookies go. The pros walk right past it. They head straight to the Solarium Bistro, Park Cafe, or the Local. On embarkation day, most passengers assume these places are closed. While everyone else is fighting over tongs, you're sitting in air-conditioned silence with a fresh sandwich and zero line. This is honestly the closest thing to a VIP lounge. On most modern ships, your lights and air conditioning are controlled by one thing: that slot by the door. If you pull your key card out, the room shuts down. But you don't need your SeaPass card. Use an old library card, a grocery loyalty card, or even a business card. It works perfectly. Your cabin stays cold, your phone keeps charging, and you never panic because you forgot your key in the slot. Be your own bartender. Most major cruise lines allow you to bring 2 bottles of wine per cabin. But here's the trap. Bring that bottle to the dining room and they hit you with a $25 corkage fee. Here's the workaround. Bring a corkscrew. Open the bottle in your room. Pour a glass. Carry it to dinner. No fee, no drama. You just saved $25 with one simple habit. The shower attack. Cruise shower curtains have a mind of their own. They drift inward, they cling to your legs, and honestly, it's just gross. But you can fix it with 2 simple items: heavy binder clips or magnetic weights. Just clip them to the bottom hem of the curtain and voila! The curtain stays put, the shower stays normal. It's a tiny fix, but it really makes every morning better. These luggage tag holders are actually great. The mistake is when you use them. Do not attach cruise tags before your flight. Airport baggage systems are basically shredders, and conveyor belts love to snag those plastic loops. If you attach these at home, they'll be ripped off before you even land, and a bag with no tag does not make it to your room. The correct move? Keep the tags inside your carry-on. Attach them only when you are standing at the cruise terminal sidewalk or at the hotel the night before. Never fly with cruise tags attached. Stop fighting over outlets. Take a look at your cabin desk. See that strange round outlet next to the US ones? Most Americans just ignore it, but if you bring a $3 European Type-C adapter and plug it in, you just doubled your charging space without breaking the ship's no surge protector rules. It's the outlet nobody else is using. Hack number 7, the TV lockout. Cruise lines disable the input button so you can't use your Fire Stick or laptop. The workaround? Bring a cheap universal remote, or, a Samsung remote if the TV is Samsung. Often, a generic remote can override hotel mode. Just remember to switch it back before you leave so the next guest isn't confused. Hack number 8. Beat the ATM fees. Ship ATMs are brutal. $6 to $10 per withdrawal. Instead, go to the casino. Charge $100 to your room account as gaming credit. Play one spin for 50 cents, then hit cash out. Take the ticket to the cashier. You just pulled cash from your credit card with 0 ATM fees. Never book spa treatments on sea days. That's when prices peak. Book on port days instead. While everyone else is ashore, the spa runs quiet. That's when 20 to 30% discounts appear. Same massage, much lower price. Okay, so this is honestly the easiest money you'll ever make. If you're planning to cruise again, make sure to book while you're still on board. You'll get reduced deposits plus instant onboard credit. Seriously, it's often $100 or more that you can spend right away. And get this, you don't even need to pick a date. Just book an open booking and decide later. Alright, stop being polite. The main dining room is totally all you can eat. Can't make up your mind? Just order both options. 3 appetizers? Go for it. You paid for the food, so don't leave hungry. Here's a good one. Same food, but at half the price. A specialty dinner might run you $60, but lunch? It's often just $25. Check the app on sea days, because, honestly, it's one of the best value plays on the ship. So here's the best alarm clock you'll find on board. Just order a free continental breakfast the night before, hang the tag on your door, and that's it. The gentle knock in the morning wakes you up, and suddenly, coffee is in your hand instantly. No phone alarm needed. Seriously. This one hurts. Before sail away, put your phone in airplane mode. Cellular at sea is not included in your plan. Just one email sync can trigger massive charges. Wi-Fi on, cellular off, always. The second bathroom. If 4 people share one cabin, stop fighting the shower line. Go to the fitness center locker room. Bigger showers, better pressure, unlimited towels. It's a free upgrade most people never use. And finally, hack 16. Reverse packing. Your checked bag won't arrive until late afternoon, so pack a survival kit in your carry-on. Swimsuit, medication, chargers. You'll be in the pool by 1 p.m. while everyone else waits in jeans. First up, let's talk about that balcony. You paid hundreds of dollars extra for privacy, right? Wrong. Those dividers between rooms are not soundproof, and they definitely aren't sight-proof. There are often gaps at the floor, gaps at the wall. Plus, at night the glass reflections act like mirrors. So before you decide to get romantic or step out there without clothes on, remember this. If you can hear your neighbor opening a soda can, they can hear everything you are doing. Don't become the talk of the corridor. Speaking of privacy, remember this. Your cabin steward comes in at least once a day, usually twice. They are professionals, and they have seen it all. But let's not make it awkward. If you brought specific outfits for the evening, or if you have prohibited items sitting out on the counter, put them in a drawer before you leave for breakfast. It's about mutual respect. You don't want to come back and find your personal items neatly arranged on a towel animal. Trust me. Now, about those prohibited items. Let's be real. Statistics show about 13% of cruisers try to sneak alcohol on board to save money. Is it allowed? No. Can you get kicked off? Technically, yes. But usually, if they catch you, you get sent to the naughty room. This isn't a jail. It's a room where they open your bag, confiscate the bottle, and give it back at the end of the trip. People swear by rum runner pouches, but you have to decide if saving $50 is worth the embarrassment of being called down to security. If you are looking for your crowd on board, you need to know the codes in the daily planner. The cruise lines use discretion here. If you see a meeting for Friends of Bill W., that is not a guy named Bill hosting a party. That is the International Code for Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. And if you see Friends of Dorothy, that is the meetup for LGBTQ+ travelers. Knowing the codes helps you find your community without awkward questions. This one sounds crazy for a tropical cruise, but pack a hoodie or a wrap. Seriously. The air conditioning inside the ship, especially in the theater and the main dining room, is set to Arctic. Plus, the wind on the top deck at night while the ship is moving at 20 knots, it is freezing. Do not be the person shivering in a tank top during the comedy show, or you will end up buying an overpriced sweatshirt in the gift shop. This is my favorite pro tip. In the main dining room, the menu is just a suggestion. You are not limited to one appetizer and one entree. Want 2 lobster tails? Order them. Want to make your own surf and turf? Order the steak and the shrimp. Want to skip the salad and order 3 appetizers instead? Do it. As long as they have the ingredients, the waiters usually love to make it happen. You already paid for the food. Don't be shy. Here is a packing tip that saves your sanity. Cruise cabin bathrooms are tiny and have 0 counter space. If you leave your stuff out, it will slide onto the floor. Bring a cheap over-the-door shoe organizer. Hang it on the bathroom door. Put your sunscreen, hair clips, meds, and deodorant in the pockets. It acts like a vertical drawer and keeps the cabin clutter-free. Throw a few magnetic hooks in your bag too. The walls are metal, and you'll need them for hats and lanyards. If you head to the casino, stay away from the Keymaster or Skill Crane games. You know the ones. Stacks of cash. iPads. They look like games of skill, but they aren't. They are programmed just like slot machines to only pay out after a certain amount of money has been fed into them. You aren't winning that iPad because you have good aim. You win only if the computer decides it's time to pay out. Did you know you can check exactly how clean your ship is before you book? It's public record. The CDC publishes sanitation scores and reports on norovirus outbreaks for every ship. And if you're worried about safety, the Department of Transportation publishes crime stats, suspicious deaths, assaults, everything. Most people book blindly. A pro checks the safety record first. It takes 5 minutes on Google. So, on the last morning, the ship just turns into chaos, right? They'll give you a number or a zone tag to get off the ship. But here's the secret, you can usually ignore it. If you're able to carry your own luggage off the ship without any help, go for self-assist. You can walk off literally whenever you want, usually as early as 7 o'clock in the morning. Don't just sit in a lounge for 2 hours waiting for them to call number 4 if you've got your bags in hand. This is a serious one, and honestly, people get it wrong all the time. Do not try to hook up with the crew. It's strictly against maritime employment laws. Officers are one thing, but if you invite a bartender or cabin steward back to your room, you're not being fun, you're actually getting them fired. They have zero tolerance for this. The ship has cameras everywhere. If a crew member enters a passenger cabin unnecessarily, they'll lose their job and be put off at the next port. And on that note, just assume you are always being watched. There is, effectively, zero privacy in public areas. Hallways, elevators, decks, stairwells. Cameras cover nearly every inch of the ship for safety and liability. The bridge is monitoring constantly. Also, be aware that cameras on the bridge wings often look down the side of the ship, so your balcony might not be as hidden as you think. Behave yourself. I get this question constantly. Can I bring my gummies if I have a prescription? Or, it's legal in California. Can I bring it? The answer is no. Cruise ships follow federal and international maritime law. It does not matter if it's legal in the state you leave from. Drug dogs are often at the port terminal. If you get caught, you are staying on the dock and losing your vacation money. Leave it at home. Finally, check your spending account every single night on the cruise app. Do not wait until the last day. The cruise lines make mistakes constantly. You might get charged for a drink you didn't order, or a spa treatment you canceled. It is much easier to fix a $15 mistake on a Tuesday night than it is to stand in a massive line at guest services on the last morning when you're trying to catch a flight. That line is always a nightmare. Avoid it. Secret number 1. Stop eating in the main dining room every night. I know, it sounds crazy. You paid for the white tablecloth experience. You want the waiter to put the napkin in your lap. But here is the reality in 2026. The main dining room is slower than ever before. Kitchens are understaffed, the portions are getting smaller, and you will spend 2 hours sitting there just to get a lukewarm steak. On lines like Princess, MSC, or even Royal Caribbean, the secret is that the buffet is actually better. Yes, the buffet. On prime rib night, the buffet carves the exact same meat as the dining room. But you get it instantly, you get it hot, and you can have as much as you want without judging eyes. Use the dining room for the atmosphere once or twice, sure. But for the actual meal, the pros are upstairs eating while you are still waiting for bread. Secret number 2. Never, ever put your suitcase in the hallway on the last night. The cruise line begs you to do this. They send you tags. They tell you to put them out by 10 p.m. They want to clear the ship fast for the next passengers. But here is the horror story I see every single week in the forums. You pack your bags, you put them in the hallway, you go to sleep, and the next morning, you realize you made a terrible mistake. You packed your only pair of long pants, or your car keys, or your blood pressure medication, and now, that bag is gone. It is buried under 4,000 other bags in the cruise terminal warehouse. You cannot get it back until you leave the ship. I have seen grown men walking off the ship in their pajamas in 40-degree weather. Don't be that guy. Do self-assist debarkation. Keep your bags in your room. Walk them off yourself the next morning. You are in control, you get off faster, and you never lose your pants. Secret number 3 is a physics lesson that sends people to the infirmary. If you book a balcony cabin, never open your balcony door and your hallway door at the same time. It seems like a nice idea to get a breeze going through the room. But ships are pressurized environments. When you open both ends, it creates a massive wind tunnel effect. The pressure difference is strong enough to slam your heavy cabin door shut. It hits with the force of a hammer. If your fingers are in that door jamb, they are crushed. If a mirror is on the wall, it shatters across the room. Treat your cabin like a spaceship airlock. One door opens, the other must be closed. Let's talk about the quickest way to ruin your vacation budget. Secret number 4, the maritime roaming rule. Do not wait until the ship moves to turn off your cellular data. Many people think, I have an international plan with Verizon, I'm fine. You are not fine. Once that ship leaves the port, your phone connects to cellular at sea. This is a satellite network. It is not covered by your domestic carrier. If your phone automatically downloads one email or updates one app in the background, you could come home to a $300 or $400 phone bill. I am not exaggerating. Put your phone in airplane mode while you are still standing on the dock. Use the ship's Wi-Fi but keep the cellular radio off. Secret number 5. The drink package is usually a scam for the average person. The cruise lines market it as peace of mind. They say, just pay one price and forget about it. But have you done the math? On most lines, you need to drink 6 to 7 cocktails every single day to break even. That is a lot of alcohol. If you have 2 port days where you are off the ship, you are essentially donating money to the cruise line. And in 2026, there's a new gotcha. Some lines, like NCL, charge tax on the value of the package when you are in U.S. waters or certain ports. You might pay tax on drinks you didn't even order. Calculate your habits honestly before you buy. Secret number 6. Stop touching elevator buttons with your fingertips. A cruise ship has 4,000 people touching the same 12 buttons all day long. Norovirus and the flu spread primarily through surface contact. The pro move is simple. Use your knuckle. Or use your elbow. Keep your fingertips clean because they eventually touch your face or your food. Secret number 7. Avoid the tongs at the buffet. I know I just said the buffet is better than the dining room. But the tongs are the dirtiest item on the entire ship. Hundreds of people handle them before you. Always use a napkin to hold the handle. Or immediately sanitize your hands after you get your food and before you take the first bite. Do not be the person who eats a sandwich with tong hands. Secret number 8. The fly. An early rule is not a suggestion, it's a command. You see, post-2025 air travel is, well, unpredictable. Flights are getting canceled daily. If your flight is delayed and you arrive at 4:30 p.m. for a 4 o'clock departure, the ship will not wait for you. They will pull up the gangway and leave you standing on the pier with your luggage. I've seen it happen, and let me tell you, it's heartbreaking. Always fly in one day before. Sleep in a hotel. Wake up refreshed. Secret number 9. Don't trust the port shopping expert. Every ship, you know, has a shopping expert giving seminars. They tell you which jewelry stores are certified and safe. But here is the warning. They're paid sales commissions to send you to those specific stores. The deals are often not deals at all. Honestly, you can often find better prices at the stores, not on their map. Secret number 10. Room service is not free anymore. It used to be a staple of cruising, but now, lines like Royal Caribbean and Celebrity charge a service fee of nearly $10, plus gratuity. That free continental breakfast? It might cost you $15 just to have it delivered. So, check the fine print on the door hanger before you order. Secret number 11. Check your onboard account daily. Seriously, do not wait until the last morning to look at your bill. On the last morning, the guest services line is 3 hours long. Everyone is arguing about charges. If you check your account on the TV app every night, you can catch the mistakes early. Like, hey, I didn't buy this $40 towel. Fix it on Tuesday, not on Saturday morning when you're rushing to leave. Secret number 12. The ship time versus local time trap. This is the #1 reason people get left behind in ports. Your phone might automatically update to the local time in Mexico, but the ship stays on ship time, usually Florida time. If there is a 1-hour difference, and you rely on your phone, you will be 1 hour late, and the ship will be gone. Always wear a cheap digital watch set to ship time. Secret number 13. Don't pack all your clothes in one suitcase. If you're traveling with a partner, mix your clothes. Put half of your shirts in her bag, put half of her dresses in your bag. Why? If the airline loses one suitcase, you don't want one person to have 0 clothes for the whole week. This is the insurance policy experienced cruisers swear by. Secret number 14. The wall hook hack. Modern cruise cabins are tiny. There is never enough counter space or drawer space. But here is the secret. The walls and ceilings are metal. Bring a pack of heavy-duty magnetic hooks. Stick them on the wall. Hang your hats, your lanyards, your day bags, your itineraries. It triples your storage space instantly. Secret number 15. The spa raffle is a trap. On day 1, they offer a free spa raffle. It sounds great, but it's actually just a high-pressure sales seminar. They trap you in a room and try to sell you $200 massages and detox products. Your first day on the ship is precious. Don't waste it sitting in a sales pitch. And finally, secret number 17, the breakfast hack. This is honestly my favorite one. On disembarkation day, 90% of people rush off the ship at 7 a.m. They stand in long lines in the terminal. They sit on the floor at the airport. They're miserable. Here's the pro move: stay on the ship. The main dining room usually serves a proper sit-down breakfast until 9 o'clock a.m. Go there. Sit down. Order Eggs Benedict. Drink your coffee in peace while the chaos clears out. They won't kick you off until last call, which is usually around 9:30 or 10 o'clock a.m. You'll be the last person to walk off the ship. You'll walk straight through customs with 0 line. And you'll end your vacation like a civilized human being.